to celebrate my dad, to continue what he loved, is the honor of a lifetime.
Was there ever pressure that you felt carrying on this legacy?
Did you ever want to be just like a banker?
Dancer.
Well, now, one day I'm like rescuing a crocodile, and then the next day I'm dancing with the stars. I never thought that would be a way to spread my message, to continue his legacy, and now to kind of try and create my own. All of the times with Dad, in photos, they're on video, there's recordings, I'm watching him, looking through the camera and telling me, I'm not always gonna be here. And
are there traits that you see in yourself of your dad when you watch back footage?
What are lessons that you've been able to learn from your dad?
it's okay when life's hard. It's okay to be vulnerable. Keep that light in your heart. Try and find the people that lift you up and just lift each other up. Whitney's become like an older sister so quickly.
What has been the most unbelievable thing you've witnessed being around animals?
Oh my gosh, so many things. Here's 2 examples.
You guys know we're all about clean eating, gut health, and living a healthy lifestyle. But we've also lately learned about the hidden microplastics in our home. That's why we've made the switch to Blue Land across all our cleaning products around our house. Their products meet the highest standards of clean. They're effective yet gentle on our family and planet. Blue Land was also named the EPA Safer Choice Partner of the Year. From cleaning sprays and toilet bowl cleaners to dishwashers and laundry detergent tablets, Blue Land's formulas are 100% microplastic free, made with certified clean ingredients, free from chlorine, bleach, and harsh chemicals that are safe to use around the house. We love not having to choose between safe options and what actually gets our house clean. Blue Land is on a mission to make it easy for everyone to make sustainable choices. They believe that hardworking, clean products can be the norm, not the exception, so that you can do better for your family and the planet at the same time. Blue Land products are independently tested to perform alongside major brands and are free from dyes, bleach, and harsh chemicals. So many certifications. They're EPA Safer Choice certified, EWG verified, Leaping Bunny, USDA bio-based B Corp. And Blue Land is trusted in over 1 million homes, including ours. Their dishwasher tablets, you gotta try them. Proven to perform on baked on, burnt on stains. Hard to believe, but it's true. Blue Land has a special offer for listeners. Right now, get 15% off your first order by going to blueland.com/VIALL. You won't want to miss this. Blueland.com/VIALL for 15% off. That is blueland.com/VIALL to get 15% off.
Can we get a water?
A little sip of water.
A water.
Water.
Oh, it's pronounced water.
Water.
Oh, this is a perfect angle for me to kick you.
You're crazy.
Rob, Whitney, welcome to the show. Welcome back,
you,
Whitney.
Mate.
Thanks.
Welcome, Rob.
Yeah.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
Excited to have you.
Mate, so good. So good. I'm tired. I was
Yeah.
saying to Whitney just then, I've had coffee 3 times in my life, and one of those times was this morning. So I'm like on another plane right now,
On
so this
another
could go
level.
anywhere.
Yeah, real jittery. Could do a backflip.
I could do a backflip off that table.
You should do this before dancing. Drink a
Yeah.
cup of coffee.
I think
Yeah.
that would be worse. He needs a
He
Xanax
dances
before
into
dancing.
the audience.
What were the other
He's
2
too
times you
hyped.
drank coffee?
Okay, so once I was hosting a show in South Africa, which is a live show that I do called I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. And it's this show where it shoots live and you start at 4:30 a.m. And I had tasted coffee once before, my first little taste of coffee. I didn't really love it. But I was getting up really early and I went, I was just exhausted. I need to pick me up. So I just downed a double shot. And the weird thing with coffee is it does wake me up, but it also just puts my mind in 50 different places. So I'm just and then there's this, and then there's that. So yeah, this is a dangerous conversation.
I know. This morning I saw him. I'm like, you're different
He's like,
today.
"You good? You good?" I'm like,
And you already seem like a pretty high energy guy.
Yeah, so
is.
so
Yeah, he
it's
doesn't need
another
it.
level. But I was just tired and I thought, I'll grab
Just
a coffee.
grab a
But
little
bad
coffee.
idea.
Bad idea,
Bad idea.
Robert.
So
So
rehearsals are going to be fun today.
Are you tired from all the dancing?
Oh,
Or just
absolutely.
everything?
It's Whitney, mate. Whitney's a goer. We are
we do.
going for it.
I do
But-
give him breaks, though.
Yes.
I give you breaks.
Are you very much like a drill sergeant? Are you let's fucking go, get your ass
I
up?
don't feel like I'm a drill
No.
sergeant, but we definitely work really hard. We laugh
do.
a lot, but we definitely get stuff done. Because you have to. You only have 4 hours a day. You got to learn an entire new dance by Tuesday.
Can you like go a little longer?
For
Like,
what?
For than 4 hours? Can you guys?
I
Oh.
always try and show up as
No.
early as I can to try and stretch.
Okay.
But like, you don't have the room. Like there's someone who's
Yeah.
in there rehearsing and then the room
You get
sort of
kicked
becomes available. Yeah. So you're kind of limited to time, but
Yeah, we're not
it-
allowed any extra time.
we kind of start from square one. Like obviously every Tuesday is the show and every Wednesday feels like the first week all over again
Yeah.
because it's a
Yeah.
new style. We start back from scratch and
Mhm.
it's humbling, like really humbling because I just feel like I always say it's like Whitney has to teach a stick how to dance. Like there's no rhythm at all, but we just work so hard and I think we're just an awesome team. Like
Yeah.
I'm very,
Yeah.
very grateful for you, Whitney.
Y'all
Seriously.
came
You're
out
the
of the gate.
best.
I mean, like you first week crushed, and I think you like blew America away with how good you are. I mean, like, did
Thank you.
you?
Yeah.
I mean,
Thank
not
you.
a
Thank you.
stick.
That-
You're a pretty good dancing stick.
Oh, well, that's all Whitney's fault. That like it was.
No.
That was honestly one of the best nights of my whole life. Like that was so
cool.
much fun.
Yeah.
And it was such a privilege and the jive just felt so perfect. Our first dance was Born to be Wild. It was a jive. It's just like high energy. If
Mhm.
I was a ballroom dance, that would be
Yeah.
it. And it
It
was
really
just
fit
it was
him.
the best to just kind of come out swinging and just go, yeah, let's go. But
Yeah.
to feel the love and the kindness from everyone here in America has just been amazing because,
Mhm.
I moved out from Australia. I'm here for like 3 months. It's a daunting experience. But the second like we got in a room together and started
Mhm.
rehearsing, I just felt this sigh of relief. Like, okay, this is going to be fun. This is
Yeah.
going to be awesome. And the love from everyone has been incredible. I'm just so grateful.
You've been obviously a public figure most of your life, and obviously
Yeah.
you've been worked in media. But I'm curious because, like, when I did Dancing with the Stars long
Yeah.
ago,
Yeah.
like you said, first of all, super much relate to like
Yeah.
the first day of the next week.
You were on like not far after when Bindi was on, my sister.
What
She
year
was
was
on
she
on the show, I think like season 21.
Okay, I was 2017. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know.
like the year after
Okay.
she was on.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
And
That's
yeah,
crazy.
like you're just learning. You just did a dance. You spent all week learning it, and the next week you're just like, that's over. New language.
New language.
It's
yeah.
very like.
That's what we say. It's a total new language.
Yeah.
And you have to really go from ground zero. It's like not only does he have to remember the steps, but like how to do them properly and get your hips moving and then where are your arms looking and where's your head? Like there's so many layers
Yeah.
that it's really hard. It's very difficult to get everything in 5 days.
Oh yeah, and it's such a brain heavy thing as well.
Yeah.
Like the physical side of it is there. Like my body this morning, I woke up and I felt like I got run over. Like I'm just
Oh,
like,
shoot.
whoo. But also the mental fatigue of trying to remember all of these layers.
To me,
Because
that was way harder.
I've
Yeah.
never moved my body. Like, I'm a very active person. Like I wrangle crocodiles. That takes a lot of
Yeah.
footwork and
Sure.
upper body
Yes, of
strength
course.
and all of that.
Yeah.
But dance, you have to harness all of that energy into like flowy and elegant movements. It's a real challenge. But
Yeah.
Well, what I was most impressed about with you, kind of like to Nellie's point, is, and I'm just curious because I had done enough of TV before I did Dancing with the Stars where I was familiar with cameras and like, being on TV didn't like psych me out. But like I had no experience with like the live performances. So
Mm.
when I
Mhm.
was dancing, mostly the whole time I was on, it wasn't until I was like cut where they brought me back to like redo stuff when they're
Mm.
filling out the episodes.
Mm.
I looked scared. I'm like
Mhm.
counting in my
It's
head.
terrifying.
Yeah,
And
you're-
when
yeah.
you were out there week one, just like your facial expressions were giving like professional dancer. And I think,
Aw,
and
thank
it
you,
was just like,
mate.
it was really like, yeah, you were in it. You were in character.
Mhm.
You looked like I was really impressed by that because I am up, did you have any type of performance experience other than, because I think there's a big difference between like hosting TV shows, being on camera, and performing in front of a live studio audience.
Oh, it's insane. The feeling in the ballroom when you step in there and you know that you're next up on the roster. Like our first night, we were last. So it was kind of scary watching everyone else go.
Mhm.
The competition is insane. Like this
Yeah, yeah.
season,
Yeah.
everybody is incredible. And you're just sitting there watching it and then going, oh my gosh, I got to go last. This is terrifying. But I found the second the music started playing, you hear those counts dancing the jive. It's Robert and Whitney. And then all of a sudden, you just kind of go tunnel vision. You hear the audience, you feel the energy, and it's amazing. Like, I've spent my whole life, on camera. Like, I was literally film being born. My poor mum. There was quite literally the Crocodile Hunter TV crew were in the hospital when I was, when I popped out. And so it was, it's always been part of my life. But I feel like through everything I do, there is a message and a mission behind what I do, not only for wildlife conservation, but also to try and spread some positivity, to put some passion out into the world, And so for me, the second I'm in that studio, I'm in that ballroom, and I hear the crowd, I just feed off of that. And all of a sudden, it's the weirdest thing. All of those nerves it turns into adrenaline and joy and excitement. And I just want to give people something that they can just switch off and just love and have fun.
Especially when you took your shirt off.
And that,
that was like, yep.
He's giving back, people. He's giving it.
Honestly,
charity.
But any of the confidence that you feel, because it's such a terrifying thing. I mean, it's beautiful, but it's also really scary. But all of my confidence comes from Whitney. It comes from leaning on the experience that we have in rehearsals, trusting your body, trusting the process, trusting your partner. It is like this whole thing is the ultimate trust fall. You just got to give yourself to it. I've never done anything like this, but I've got the best ever to guide me through this process. So I'm just like full trust, all in, send it. I don't even care. I'm just going to give it every ounce of what I got and hope for the best.
Yep.
Whitney, did you kind of tell him like whatever happens, like this facial expressions or, form or like performing, did you tell him anything was like most important, or were you just like, let's just try to knock all of it out?
Don't mess up your steps.
I know. It's like, have fun, but be perfect. No, I think his performance quality and what he does naturally is there.
Yeah.
So like, I didn't really have to worry about that because, it's just Robert is Robert. Like what you see here, he's exactly, like that in rehearsals. So I didn't want to mess with that because I felt like that was him and that's what people love. Our main focus was just trying to, get him as good as we could dancing. And so that was the biggest thing. I was like, have fun, enjoy it because you'll never have this experience again. So, and that's what we've kind of been doing,
But I can't help myself but I start singing along to the song. I
know
have
you
so
do.
much
You love
fun.
that.
I just can't help but just love it.
It's so fun. It really is. It's been like the best, most special season already.
Yeah.
So
how does Danny feel about that?
he's
Danny's great. He comments on everything I
he's
post.
great.
Yeah.
He's like
he's
cool.
No, I think every past partner has like a little bit of like, hey,
FOMO, yeah.
like a little bit like I
Yeah.
want to be doing that again because it's such a special time and you
Yeah,
never get it
I'm gonna be
again.
feeling that at
And
some
you never
point.
get it again. And so when you're seeing your teammate, your partner with another person, it's kind of like, hold on a second.
I bet
But
it's
I'm not
also
ready for
like,
that.
how has
He's
it already
so
been a
sweet,
year, of like, oh
I
my
know.
gosh, wow.
I
it's
feel
gone
like
by
we
so
just
fast.
were here doing the same thing. But no, he's been very supportive and commenting on all of our stuff.
You are
and very
definitely my wife's favorite choreographer
So good.
because you do
Thank
a
you.
lot of the flips and the spins and the turns and the lifts.
It's just so good.
And
You're
as far as
doing
as far as my
fun
wife
stuff.
is
Yeah.
concerned, Natalie, if you're not being lifted and thrown around,
Oh.
like she
She's like,
But then-
I'm out.
But then I've been
Superboard.
told that like there's rules. You can't
I
have
know.
lift
Yeah.
in every dance.
It's a
Carrie Ann will
good
call you out.
Yeah. It's a nice you have to have a balance because you need good scores from the judges, but you want America's vote as well, and you also want to do something that you're passionate about.
Mhm.
With the song and the choreo, and you want to be able to show his strengths, and every partner has different strengths. Like it's different from season to season, so it's just finding that right balance.
How does choreographing
yes.
go in your brain? Like, are you
Yeah.
on the weekends like taking your boys to, I don't know, practice, and also like in your head trying to figure out the next dance?
100%. I am like 24/7 like working in
Yeah.
here. So it starts with the track. So the
Okay.
music is super important. And then
And
from
who picks
there,
the song?
I think it's a collective team effort. The music
Okay.
team is really incredible and we have theme weeks, and so we're a little bit dialed in a
Yeah.
little bit on what we can choose from. And then from there it's, the celebrity has to like the song because we want them to be passionate about it, and then obviously the professional who's creating it you know, I have to really love it as well. And then, you know, it goes through lots of different channels and everybody has to be kind of happy with the song choices. So
Yeah, you
there's a lot of people.
you don't usually get the first option you have. Like sometimes there's
Exactly.
another and it can change several times.
Mm-hmm.
But often you end up with something that you go, I wouldn't have even thought of this song, but this is
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
But it's amazing to watch you like take a song. Like I'll play a song and instantly you'll be like, that's a jive and this is how I would do it. It's incredible to watch your brain work with choreography. Like it's so foreign to me, but it's so impressive. Like it's insane.
Anytime I listen to a song, I go straight to choreography, I can't just listen to a song and just like
Yeah,
hang
Whitney just
out.
starts dancing. She just
I'm
starts
just like,
putting
oh,
it.
and this would go to trick there, and like it's kind of a curse a little bit.
It's amazing.
But no,
Do you
it's
come
fun.
into first day of rehearsals with the entire dance done, or do you build?
I have like a really good idea, and then things change as I put it on him. So sometimes it's like, oh, you know what? We don't have time to work on that.
Mhm.
Let's switch it immediately. Because another thing that's working against us is time. Like if we had 3 weeks to work on something, he would get it 100%, anything that I would give him. But because we don't have a lot of time, you know, you assess and then you change it quickly.
Yeah.
And then you do something different. And sometimes, you know, it changes a lot throughout the week. And I always have to be like, I'm so sorry. I love you. And you can do this. And on Saturday, I'm like, we're changing it all.
Yeah, we come in one morning and I'm like, okay, I feel like I'm finally getting this
I've
dance.
been practicing all
Whitney's
night.
like,
Oh, I
about
got
that,
it.
it's
About that.
completely different now.
We're changing all of it. And here we go.
But
Rob,
it
you
always
were-
turns out.
You were announced part of this cast pretty early on. I know
Yes.
when Dina is casting,
Yes.
she'll ask
She's the best.
who, you know, do you have any preferences? Certainly you don't find out who your partner is until like the announcement, but
Mhm.
did you, like, was Whitney always your first choice? Did you not care? Were
Be
you like, give me
careful
It was
Yeah.
interesting because when I
Same question to you because I am
Careful.
curious. I don't know how it works on the
Whitney
pro
said
side.
anyone but Robert. No.
Yeah, right.
It was interesting because my sister did this show in 2015, 2016. I was 11 years old. And since then I went, I want to do this show. Like I wanted to. And, you know, I was 11, so it was a long way off. But, you know, Dina, who obviously decides the cast and everything, we would talk about it and we would kind of joke around about it for years. We talked about it. And then I kind of always had in my mind, like after watching Bindy's season, because Whitney, you were there,
Yeah.
we always sort of, I don't know, as a family, we would always kind of talk about, I bet I'd end up getting partnered with Whitney. And I kind of just, it was this weird like feeling I had. I had this feeling if I ever do the show, I don't know. I kept thinking it's going to be Whitney. And so when I came into this experience and they said, well, we did our first meeting, which they capture on camera, and
Yeah.
Whitney was standing there, I just felt this sense of, whoa, this is a full circle moment. Like this is 10 years in the making. Here we are. And I instantly felt so protected. And so like Whitney's become like an older sister so quickly.
I know.
It's so funny. So it's like
Yes.
I've got
I
my
know.
mum here, my actual older sister, and now
Yes,
you.
I
So
know.
you know,
he doesn't have a life.
they've
you know.
no. I've
Is
Yeah.
got
Bindy here? watching?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So very protective.
Yeah.
I
I
have no
didn't-
dating life at the moment. That's
No.
for sure. You guys are like
No, we've
They have
exited that.
quite the people to go through.
I
Yeah,
know.
Yeah. But
I mean,
no, it's-
girlfriends at this point are just a distraction.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm locked in.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
I'm locked in. But no, it is really cool. But you have no idea.
Yeah.
You have no idea. But I've known a lot of the professional dancers on this show since I was 10 years old. Like
Yeah.
when I came to the
Mhm.
announcement to announce, you know, I'm doing this, everyone was there and everyone's just like, oh my gosh, the last time I saw you, you were this big, you were
Crazy.
tiny, and
yeah.
you had a little bowl haircut, you know, like
Yeah.
what's up? So yeah.
Yeah.
it's-
And the pros
cool.
also, we don't get a say in our partners at
Yeah.
all. So it's
they
kind
don't
of,
they don't ask. You don't.
I mean, I think
You get like a tip. You know.
I
or whatever.
personally don't ask. Like I kind of leave it up to fate and I leave it up to the casting producers because they, you know, they're so good at that. And so I trust them completely. But I didn't know. I thought everyone was talking about Robert and Riley. So I kind of had checked
Mm.
Robert off the list. And so I was looking at all the celebrities. And in my head, I had like one celebrity that was like, oh, they'll probably pair me with him, not thinking it was Robert at all. So when I walked in, I was like so shocked.
Were you thinking
Yeah.
Riley, like, younger, maybe they would hope there's like
Yeah,
some
and
kind of
there-
like a showman's kind of thing?
Exactly. Or yes, just I think like just them two being so young and like it was in the press a lot and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
she had said
Yeah,
that
yeah,
she
yeah.
wanted you as a partner.
Yeah.
So I
But-
kind of had checked
it's-
that off my list.
But it's cool because like then once you're in this little world, everyone's so tight. Like everyone kind of just becomes mates. Like I'm mates with all the pros and all the celeb cast as well. And it's nice. Like it's the sort of environment where everyone's really just stoked for each other and everyone's kind of just lifting each other up.
yeah, it
It's-
is. It's a family for
it's
sure.
pretty cool. So
Yeah.
there's no like, there's really, I mean, at least this season, there's really no dramas. Nothing crazy.
There's no drama. There is no
maybe a little bit, but
There-
like,
and
And there's
but
no
it's-
like showmances either.
No,
which I
no.
feel like usually there are.
yeah, everyone's pretty locked in.
Everyone's like married with kids now, which is funny because it's changed so much
Yeah.
over the years. But
Yeah.
everyone is
It's, I was just thinking this when Bindi did the show and I was there 10 years ago,
Yeah.
you had just gotten engaged to
yes,
Carson.
I know, which is crazy.
And Whitney was 21. Whitney was my
Wow.
age.
And I
when
got so
first met
excited
her.
at that. I was like, you can be engaged, Robin.
I'm like, whoa, hang on a minute. Well, I had like an existential crisis. I'm like, wait, what?
I know the Mormons. We
crazy.
get right on it.
You
don't
got
we?
you straight in there.
Yep.
Just
Straight to marriage.
So are you like off dating period? Are you like in between for the show? Or is
no,
this
he's,
like
he's
a
off.
romance?
He's
No,
off
I'm not.
dating.
No,
Yep.
I'm not,
We're-
Whitney's trying to say that I'm kind of at this point in my life where I'm completely like open to it and let it happen, but I'm not in any like crazy rush, and
Okay.
I'm not.
I mean, you're
trying
only
to-
21.
Exactly. I'm just kind of
Hey,
trying
I
to
was
figure out more.
engaged.
You were engaged.
I was
was
Nick at
engaged.
21.
Yes,
so-
see?
Oh my god! Yeah, I gotta step up
You
my
gotta
game.
get on
I gotta
it.
hurry up. No, I'm
you got time.
No,
I've
you
got
got
time.
time.
If you just to indulge the fans,
okay.
because I
gosh.
know you have a lot of fans. If
this is Whitney's favorite conversation.
yeah, I love this.
if you were to date, describe your perfect partner.
Okay.
In a way.
Okay.
I've got it.
All right.
I know exactly what you're gonna say.
Okay. So I think.
Well, I want to hear from him, and then I
and
want
then-
No,
Whitney's
no.
notes.
Yeah, let him. Yes.
Well, honestly, I think first of all, I try to surround myself with people, genuine, authentic people who are just really kind. Like that's the thing. You in life, you've got to find people that lift you up and that you can kind of just support one another. My life is pretty crazy. Like it's here and there and everywhere. The amount of
Yeah.
side quests I'm going on.
I was thinking,
Somewhat
I'm like,
adventurous, you
you
know?
really don't have. I mean, how would that even work? You're so busy.
But like
you need
I'm
someone
so,
who's also like a content creator who
Who
could
can
like
just travel with
spontaneous
you.
and
because
travel
one
with
day
you,
I'm
yeah.
like
Kind of, yeah.
rescuing a crocodile, and then the next day I'm dancing with the stars, and the
Right.
next day I'm so it's here and there.
Then
But
you're in
to
Africa.
find someone, who's up for an adventure to come along
yeah,
and
you
and,
need that. Yeah.
and someone who's got like their own world and passions that you can kind of find what you both love and sort of, form that together. So someone just adventurous and fun and really kind, is really important to me. And someone kind of family focused. Like
Okay.
family's everything to me.
Does
Do
she
you-
have to like animals?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like that would help. That
What
would
if she
help.
was like allergic to cats?
That's fine.
Yeah.
The only cats I have, I've got tigers and a couple of cheetahs.
Oh, okay.
But apart from that, I don't have any
You
cats.
don't have any
And you don't,
cats.
yeah.
What would be like a dating pet peeve, or do you have like an ick where it's just like
The only
it's petty, but I can't do it.
Oh, this is a good question.
That is a fun question.
The only ick that I get, Listen to,
Sorry.
look, I'm going all red. I'm getting hot now. I'm getting all sweaty. No, people who are like rude to wait staff. That
Sure.
type
Well,
of,
that's
like
a given.
That's a
like,
given.
No
That's
one
like a
gets
given.
No, we want-
Something
we want
that's
like
like-
something really petty.
Like anytime
don't
Nick
know.
gets road
Yes.
rage, I'm like icked out, and
Yeah.
we don't.
When do I
like,
get
ugh.
road rage?
Well, if you ever do, anytime Nick like trips, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh God, could have done without that,
If I'm clumsy-
it's like,
Yeah.
Could have done without
Coulda done
that.
without
Oh
that.
my gosh, that's funny.
like, does Carson do anything
Yeah,
where
what are
you're
yours?
like,
Oh, well, actually he did. He had a little bit of road rage, but in this case, I found it really attractive because he was like
Oh.
protecting the kids. Like
Oh,
this
yeah.
this guy got out of the
Yeah.
car and like was like yelling at us like in
here in
traffic.
LA?
Here in LA.
Oh gosh.
And Carson just like got right out. It was like we were about to get in a fight. I was
Carson's
like,
a big
"Whoa."
guy, isn't he? He's
Yeah, as soon as he got out of the car, the guy was like,
yeah.
fight.
Yeah.
He would have been like, wait a minute.
Never mind, you guys are great.
He's a unit.
I know.
He's built like a house.
I can't do a drunk, like a sloppy girl who's drunk. You're like, oh my God. I'm like, I'm not
Oh,
drunk.
yeah, that's-
now."
yeah,
Where
that's-
it's just
yeah,
like,
that's one.
I'm like, yuck, get away from me.
Robert is kind of a germaphobe a little
Okay.
bit.
Are
Okay.
But not in an extreme way, in
No.
a normal way. But we've been
in a normal way.
I've been doing like exposure therapy, right? Where I'll just like
Like
Sneeze
touch
on
this
Like,
hand railing.
I'll just
down
like
the
touch the
stairs.
floor and then I'll be like ready to dance. And,
And
so
I'm
we've kind of
but it's weird. I can be covered head to toe in mud. I'm like, no
Yeah, I was
worries
gonna
at
say,
all.
like, your
I know, which
animals
is
aren't
interesting,
necessarily the
right?
most hygienic.
Mud, the blood,
You-
everything is fine. But like door handles, like I'm in LA
Yeah.
and it's like
No, it's gross.
everything's like the ground's dirty.
You're
Yeah,
gonna struggle
I was-
once you have kids.
Yeah, yeah.
I know. I was like,
a lot of
can't-
viruses, a lot
just
of
you wait.
It's like,
Yeah.
oh my God, take that out of your mouth. Jesus, I just found that in the trash.
I know.
I
And
looked-
like my son's favorite thing right now is to put his shoes on his hands and then put it on his face. And I'm like, it is the
yeah,
worst.
I would struggle with that.
Yes.
That's-
the worst.
Yeah, I feel like even just having a niece now, you do definitely, you learn to be a little bit more like, I don't know, you've got to
Yeah.
just kind of go, oh, well, okay,
that
this is
hard.
happening. You're licking the floor. Okay, great. All right.
Okay,
Yep,
great.
Yeah,
that's-
like the
You're
okay.
licking
pacifier
toilet.
falls out like on
Yep.
the floor of the airplane, and I'm like, Nick, put it in your mouth, wipe it
I
off.
did the same
no,
thing. I've
no.
done that same thing.
Oh
It's
yeah,
what you gotta do.
I've done that same thing.
I'm the pacifier cleaner on a plane.
Yeah.
With your
And you just
mouth?
go,
Listen, like when you
Wait,
have Rob,
what?
when you have a kid, it's like
When you have a kid and it's
it's
just
us or
and
them.
it's life or die.
The airplane sink water is no better.
No better
know-
than your saliva. 100%.
Wow.
It's not gonna
you
clean it any
guys,
better.
wow.
Have you ever had
dedication.
airplane coffee?
No.
Okay.
Or
No,
tea.
Never.
No.
Yeah, good.
tea.
Yeah.
Oh, you have had tea.
I've had tea.
Uh-oh.
I'm a tea guy.
Well,
I'm
I
a tea
oh,
guy.
that's
Maybe
right. You
not
don't
after
drink
this.
coffee, so you
Yeah.
had tea on an airplane.
Yes, I have.
Well, I'm about to freak you out because
Oh, no.
What
I've heard a
Oh, no.
rumor, pretty common rumor, that you should never drink coffee or tea on an airplane because they're using the same water that you would wash your hands on an airplane. It's coming from the same place. So
Mm.
last week, one of the flight attendants was very lovely and she was a fan of the show and she said hi. So I felt we had a little bit of a connection
Right,
and she
right.
was serving. I really wanted a coffee, but I was like, I've heard this rumor. And I was like, hey, like, would you ever drink the coffee on the plane? She's like, absolutely fucking not.
Really?
And then we were on a flight
That is
yesterday
interesting.
and the water, the sink, they're like, hey, we got hand sanitizers in the bathroom because the water's not working. Also, P.S. coffee's not available today.
Oh.
So make the
Nasty.
connection. So like just
That
Oh.
Like
is
dirty,
crazy.
yucky.
That's
I'm
gonna be
having
his
an
new fear
existential
unlocked.
crisis over here.
New fear
I'm thinking about
unlocked.
every time
you're still
I've had-
here, though.
I'm
You're
still
I know,
alive.
you're still alive.
I'm the guy where I get on a plane and I will disinfect the seat. I'll get a little wipe out.
We do,
I feel
yeah.
like that's
Yeah.
normal.
Every
That's normal.
time
Yeah, that's normal.
A flight attendant will come by and they'll always go, "That's a great call. I would do that."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
We do
okay,
that
cool.
definitely.
Like,
Like,
yeah,
yeah,
I
right.
do that.
should.
I do that. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Okay,
He's
good,
a normal
good.
germaphobe.
That's
See, I'm
normal.
a normal germaphobe.
Do you want
Thank
kids
you.
someday?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you ever have kids, Whitney, it's just like you become like
Yeah.
instantly dad mode, mom mode, where you're
Yeah.
just like, I'm here for my kids. You're you're
That's-
just
it's
you're
amazing, isn't it?
there to
Have
like
you ever seen they put something in their nose and you like suck it out with your mouth? Have you ever seen that?
I've seen that.
I
We've
have-
never
I-
used
You've
it.
never-
I've never
Never
used it
done that?
either. No, I've never used it, but like you would.
You
Like
would.
you
Oh, yeah.
really
without
would.
question. You don't
Without
even think
question, you'd be
about
like,
it.
Yep,
Yeah.
You're like, oh,
Absolutely.
you're stuffed up. Let me suck out all of the snot
And then
boogers
spit it out.
inside of your
That's-
nose.
That's
I don't
awesome.
know.
That's
That
great.
might be extreme for
That's
me.
okay. Whoa. When my sister and her husband Chandler, when they had their little one, Grace, like it is so cool when you watch, like even just someone in your family, like watching my sister and brother-in-law, like watching them go into parent mode.
Mhm.
It's such a crazy thing. It's like this instant
Mhm.
shift. I feel like all of a sudden my brother-in-law Chandler just went from, this guy that I'd known for years, and then all of a sudden he's just permanently got like a diaper bag with him and he's got
Yeah.
like tactical baby gear,
Yeah.
He's got like bottles ready to go and he's got wipes and he's just like all of a sudden and Bindy's the same. She's like this amazing mum and it's just wild to watch
switches,
that
yeah.
kick in. It's
Have-
cool to watch you as well because
Oh,
last time I saw you on this show,
yeah.
like it's like I saw before and after, and now you've got your whole family, and it's
It's
so cool
crazy.
to watch, even like on a
Yeah.
live show when they come in, and it's just the most amazing environment.
Aw,
It's so cool.
thanks.
It's so cool to see.
Thank you.
I am constantly trying to redecorate, reorganize. I want a fresh new feel, and I get that feeling with Cozy Furniture. The level of customization Cozy products offer shows how they're all about making your home feel like your home. Plenty of colors to choose from and plenty of configurations to play around with. If one day you're feeling a green sofa and the other day you want an orange sofa, changing covers is as easy as changing bed sheets. Cozy's furniture collections are designed to be loved. They make your house really feel like a home with practical features, true comfort, and chic styles. Easy living starts at home, and Cozy makes it even easier with their fast assembly and easy-to-move boxes. Also, having a toddler, 2 dogs, and a husband, Cozy really makes it easy with their washable, stain-resistant sofas and rugs. They give me a peace of mind from everyday spills and messes. Their products range from first-of-its-kind modular sofa beds to washable rugs and modular, customizable shelving. So whatever it is you're looking for, you can get it from Cozy.
Because I'm such a great boss, we recently did a giveaway here at the household, and our employee Jack won the Cozy sofa. Here's a photo of his Cozy sofa and his very stylish, sleek bachelor pad.
So if you want to transform your living space today, do it with Cozy. Visit cozy.com, COZEY, the home of possibilities made easy.
Well, it's October baseball. My Brewers are playing. My Packers are playing. It's really been exciting for me as a sports fan, and thank God I have Happy Thursday by my side. Game day is always a good time, especially when you kick it off with a Happy Thursday spiked refresher. No fuzz, no fizz, no bubbles, just good game vibes right at your fingertips. Happy Thursday is a bubble-free, non-carbonated spiked refresher that's 4.4 ABV with vibrant fruit flavors. I got the black cherry by my side right here. It's in a delicious flavor. They have so many great flavors to choose from. And the best part is they're non-carbonated. No more burps, unnecessary burps. Everyone hates the unnecessary burps, especially like on a date. You know, it's just like you're drinking and all of a sudden, no one wants that. Have your Happy Thursday spiked refresher ready to go, whether it's a day at the beach, your happy hour drink, or certainly at the game. Everyone's going to love you when you bring Happy Thursday to the event because it tastes great, it's bubble free, and it's just brings good vibes. Just that crisp, you can hear it, the crisp funness right here, the black cherry drink that I got with me at this time. It is the light, refreshing flavor, a perfect pairing for all your favorite game day snacks. They got some great flavors, whether it's their strawberry, pineapple, starfruit, mango, passion fruit, and raspberry dragon fruit. They also have their black cherry, which is what I'm drinking right now. They got something for everyone. So check out a Happy Thursday on your next game day event, party that you go to. Crack open a Happy Thursday and bring good vibes to wherever you are. Kick off your game day with Happy Thursday Spiked Refresher. To find out more and find a Happy Thursday near you, visit drinkhappythursday.com/VIALL. That's drinkhappythursday.com/VIALL. Celebrate responsibly. Non-carbonated, naturally flavored with other natural flavors. 21 plus, contains alcohol. 2025 Molson Coors Beverage Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin beer. Say goodbye to sticky notes and calendar confusion with Skylight. The Skylight calendar is here to keep your family organized. This beautifully designed digital display syncs with your existing calendars, making it effortless to track events, appointments, and reminders in one easy-to-see place. The Skylight calendar has been game-changing for me and Natalie. We are busy people on the go. We do a lot of things together, but we have some individual appointments and things that just kind of pop up. Also, with childcare, that it's really important to make sure that we are organized and we're not getting our schedules confused. And the Skylight calendar has been super helpful for us. This is an all-in-one smart calendar synced seamlessly with Google Calendar, Apple Calendar, Outlook, and more, giving you customizable views for daily, weekly, or monthly planning. You will be able to manage events, chores, and grocery lists while assigning colors for each of your family members and eliminating excuses of not knowing what they need to do. I know my parents would have loved the Skylight calendar for their 11 kids and all the chores that we had to do. And if your family needs to get a little bit more organized and things are being forgotten or lost track of, the Skylight calendar will certainly make all of your lives easier. Especially you parents out there, limit their ability to make excuses, or I forgot, or I didn't know. It's a great way to help kids learn responsibility, organization. The Skylight calendar has so many perks and advantages. Right now, Skylight is offering our listeners $30 off their 15-inch calendar by going to skylightcal.com/VIALL. Go to skylight.com/VIALL for $30 off your 15-inch calendar. That is skylightcal.com, skylightcal.com/VIALL. Rob, I want to transition a little bit to just kind of getting to know you and your childhood a little bit, but obviously you're very well known for your family in general, and obviously your father, Steve, who passed away.
Mhm.
when you were just 2 years old.
Yeah.
And speaking about being a new father, it's just, again, like being a dad just changes you in so many ways.
Mhm.
And I saw a recent interview that you did, well, I thought was really cool for a lot of reasons, and also just kind of gave me a little peace of mind. But like certainly as you get older, you just think about your own mortality in general.
course,
and
yeah.
then, and once you become a father, you have those kind of just like, what if something happened type of
Right.
thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And just doing what I do for a living and doing what we do,
Yeah.
I've always just been like so grateful because like there's this idea like how who's going to be there to teach your kid lessons and things like that if God forbid something happens.
Yeah.
And you talked about how like because of your dad and what he did for a living
Mhm.
and all the interviews he's done and
Mhm.
just he was just filmed so much,
Exactly.
it's just like this kind of beautiful gift
Yeah.
that you were able to get to know your dad,
Mhm.
even though, you probably don't have a lot of memories of
Yeah.
him in person. And I'd just love to like have you speak more about that because
Yeah.
again, like it's just, that's one thing I've thought about, like, God forbid if something happened. I have like hours and hours of footage of conversations of
Totally.
like just talking with my wife and
Mhm.
just talking with our guests and offering perspective and things that I've learned and being vulnerable and I feel grateful that God forbid something were to happen.
Yeah.
If my kids wanted to get to know their dad,
Mm.
they would have the ability to do that. And I'm just curious, like at what age
Mm.
did you kind of have that realization that there was this gift available to you in order to like get to know your father?
Yeah. I think when you lose someone like that so young, all of a sudden as you grow up, well, at least for me, one of the most important things in my life and one of the things that I just really would seek out is just any kind of connection I could sort of reclaim to my dad. And I think the two greatest gifts that I have in my life to still have that connection, one, as you say, it's all that footage. I mean, as I just said, I mean, my whole life from the time I was born captured on camera. So all of the times with dad in photos, they're on video, there's recordings, it's all there. My memories with dad are blurry, very, very distant. So my grief journey has been different in a way where I'm trying to get pieces of him back. And when I watch a piece of footage, it happens to me, it's happened a handful of times in my life where I will watch footage that I haven't seen before of me as a 2-year-old kid with him. And all of a sudden, it's like this wave. It's like I just get hit with something. And all of a sudden, it's just like, boom, I remember that. That moment in time just comes back. It just floods back into my mind. And I just go, whoa, I remember that. I remember that feeling. I remember how I felt. And I remember how he felt in that moment. And that is the greatest gift I can receive. So that is huge for me. But the second thing in my life, the second gift that I have that keeps me connected to my dad is my mum.
Mm.
The legacy that my mum and dad created is incredible. They were just the ultimate team, and they created something that now I, my sister, we get to continue. And it's a message that is so important. They built an entire life around trying to make positive change on the planet. And when dad passed away, everything then stops, but mum just carried it all forward. She's an incredibly strong human being, and she made sure that dad was always part of my life. And I'm very, very grateful for that. Yes, still having a connection with him is so important to me. And also, I get that connection from people I talk to in my day-to-day life. I mean, he was a superhero figure
Yeah.
to an entire
Yeah.
generation, I think.
Yeah.
For
And
sure.
Worldwide.
I
I mean, like, we all knew
Oh yeah.
your dad.
And I
100%.
think it's because
at
like
any age too.
yeah, like obviously it's cool because he was this advocate for the environment. He was boots and all in there and so passionate about animals. But also I think he exemplified what it is to truly live, to truly give everything. He didn't have a lot of time, and it's like he knew that. He just gave so much to everything he did. And people still come up to me all the time and share stories of when they met dad or the way he inspired them in their own lives. And that means so much to me. And I think losing him, it makes, for me, it's really made me try to appreciate every second, appreciate the fragility of life and how fleeting it is, to keep the ones you love around you, to tell everyone you love just how much you love them, and to just try and put out as much positivity, because that's all we've got. That's all we've got in this life, is to just try and be kind to each other, try and make each other laugh, and just spend time with the ones that fill your cup, because you don't know how long you've got. And I'm very grateful for my family and for my mum, giving me.
And I
that-
have to
that
say,
sense.
like, sitting here with you is very full circle for me personally. I grew up with my dad having the crocodile hunter on all the time.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Mm.
you're gonna make me cry now.
He's not doing so well right now.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. No, it's tough, mate.
So this is really cool for me to have this conversation with you because it
Thank
brings
you.
me back to my childhood with my
Yeah.
dad.
Yeah.
Are there traits that you see in yourself of your dad when you watch back footage?
Yeah, there are, and I'm really sorry that you're going through that, because it sucks. Like, there's no two ways about it. It's a really weird feeling to see my dad in photos and in footage as a young guy, and now me being that age. It's very, very surreal. And like, I think the most like emotional thing for me is when my niece will often see footage of my dad, and she calls me Shushu, and and she'll go, oh, it's Shushu, and Bindi will go, no, that's your grandfather when he was your uncle's age, and Grace just kind of can't quite figure that out.
Yeah.
It's really special, and I think in this life, grief is just it's part of the deal, and it's so bloody hard. It's so hard, and there's no grief journey that's easy, and there's no grief journey that is the same as the other. But for me to celebrate my dad, to celebrate the person he is, to continue what he loved, is the honor of a lifetime. And I do that with such pride, and I really hope what you do, what I do, what we all do with a platform is to try and say it's okay. It's okay when life's hard. It's okay to be vulnerable, and it's okay sometimes for some days to just be too much, and to just try and keep that light in your heart, try and find the people that lift you up, and to just lift each other up. So thank you for sharing that sense of vulnerability, and for saying that it's okay. It's okay to find that grief sometimes. It's been the week for it. It's like really been the week for it. We're doing our dedication week dance, and it's like this, it brings up so many crazy emotions, but it's so powerful, because you realize none of us are doing this alone.
Exactly.
We've all experienced that in some way, and we all have to be there for each other.
And I think that's something we can all connect with, right?
Yeah.
Like we're all going in grief, like through grief in some way. And if we can pull together and connect in that way, and I think that's what's been really big for us this week.
Yeah.
Has been to share Robert's story and his personal journey.
Yeah.
But to connect.
And hope and try and make sure it kind of helps others
in
some way.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you doing with it all? How are you
It's
going?
tough.
How do you navigate it? I mean, it's tough.
It's tough. It's definitely, I've only ever, lost grandparents that, I wasn't super close with. So, I mean, a parent, I think for a girl, her dad is, it's
everything.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Truly.
So I, slowly, day by day.
Yeah,
day by day.
Not to get the
One foot in
emotions
front of the other.
going, but I, again, just like I think a lot is Rivers too,
Yeah.
almost two. So I really fantasize about like conversations I look forward to having with her and teaching her things
Yeah.
and just like I care about her character and things like that. And then again, those moments with your dad was taken from you.
Yeah.
But I imagine you must have conversations with your dad or through your mom or your sister.
Yeah.
I'm sure they express to you things your dad would want you to know or
Mhm.
lessons they'd want to teach you. And I'm just curious, like, what are some of those?
Yeah.
It's something if again, God forbid something were to
Mm-hmm.
happen, I just would want my daughter to still feel like she was able to learn things I'd want to teach her.
Yeah.
And like, what are lessons that you've been able to learn from your dad
Yeah.
through your family,
Mm-hmm.
the footage or whatever that, that you were still able to connect with your father?
Yeah, I feel like particularly through my mum and my sister and through a lot of the people that knew Dad best, I still get to learn from him. I absolutely learn from him. He was just so ahead of his time and he was such a dedicated father. Like he was such a committed, dedicated father. And the time that I had with him and that my sister had with him was so short. But it's like for me, every second of those 2 years that I had with my dad was just like saturated with his energy and his passion and his spirit. And I still feel that like all the time.
Yeah.
I was clearing out his office the other day. We were renovating, and I found his one of his old jackets, one of his old shirts. And I remember pulling it out of this box, and obviously it had been like 19 years, but I don't know how. This sounds so weird, but it smelt like him.
Oh, wow.
Like it smelt like a campfire.
Yeah.
That's what he smelt like a campfire because every night he'd build a fire, and it's like, whoa, there he is.
Mm-hmm.
And my mum, my sister, they still pass on the lessons that he was all about. He was so family focused, and his thing was always treat everyone equal. Like you have to treat everyone the way you would wish to be treated. And he approached that with all the people he would come into contact with, but also animals. He was very much like treat every living being how you would want to be treated. That's this real lesson that I think he kind of gave to me and to my sister. The other really cool thing, Dad was very known for crocodiles, right? Everyone knows that he's the crocodile hunter. But, hunter is kind of the wrong word because he was going out to conserve crocs, to protect them, often to rescue them out of situations where they were going to be killed, So he would go out and wrangle crocs, and he devised this method of catching crocodiles because no one else had really done that before. It was portrayed in movies and all, but no one had ever actually done that in real life.
Yeah.
And he did that. And so the people that he taught those techniques to now teach me. So now I lead our crocodile rescue team, and I go out and catch and rescue crocs or do crocodile research, continue his work. And so, all of those actual techniques of how you catch a crocodile were passed down from the people he taught now on to me. So it's like all of the lessons, the real like material work lessons, I'm still learning from him too, to continue his legacy and to continue his work. And it's such a privilege. It really is. It is such a privilege. And you know what? Like one day I really would love to have a family, and I'd really love to have kids because I would love to give my child one day what my dad kind of gave to me, the lessons that he gave to me. And I want to be around for them as long as I can. But I would want to pass that down onto someone too, So that's something I think about a lot as well.
There's a video that reminds me of a video circulating where your dad, I think it's when you're born.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Yeah.
you're born, and he's like, this is what it's all about. Like you could tell he was just all about family. I love that.
Yeah, there's this interview that he did where he was on some show, some talk show or something, and someone asked him like, is there anything that would make you give up what you do? Give up your work and your career? Ready for the answer for Dad to be like, nah, no way, in classic Dad fashion. Yeah. This is what I do and I'll do it to the end and I'm so passionate. But instead he answered, yes, absolutely. When my kids are ready to take over my legacy and my mission, I'm done. It's theirs. I'm out. Like that, he always said, my whole mission is to create a legacy that my kids can continue. And he said that years before he passed.
Mhm.
And so for me watching that, it's like he gave me this gift. It's there, it's material, it's in writing. I'm watching him looking through the camera and telling me, I'm not always going to be here. And but I'm creating something that you can continue. And that's what I want you to do. And that's what I get to do now. And it fills me with a lot of pride.
And what's so
Mhm.
cool is like he's there with you when you're doing the
100%.
stuff. You know, he's like so
100%.
proud, like watching you crush it and like do it exactly how he would do it and like seeing himself in you. Like
and
that's
to do
so cool.
so
That is
different
cool.
stuff as well. Like I never thought I'd be doing Dancing with the Stars. Like,
yeah.
I never thought that would be a way to spread my message, to continue his legacy, and now to kind of
Mhm.
try and create my own.
Yeah.
Like take
Yeah.
all of the building blocks that he sort of created, take all of that, carry that spirit with me, but now create my own legacy.
You have a whole
Mhm.
new generation following you, but you're also introducing them to your father and giving your
Yeah.
father an even bigger legacy.
And it's amazing how it's so alive today.
Yeah.
Like his legacy is still so alive.
100%. Yeah.
There's actually a thing that the world really got behind, which is Steve Irwin Day. The 15th of November is a day that is
really?
now celebrated worldwide
Cool.
to kind of honor dad. And it's incredible how
Yeah.
every year his impact is felt and his message is felt even more, because I think as our world, the times that we're going through, what he stood for is more important than ever before. And what he stood for is so universal and it will
Mhm.
always be relevant.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, Revolve has been my one-stop shop for a long time now. It is so easy to find an outfit for absolutely anything that you are doing. If you are going to a concert, if you're going on vacation, if you're wedding guest dress shopping, if you're looking for like casual airport looks, if like whatever you're looking for, accessories, beauty, handbags, shoes, anything, Revolve has it. And one of my favorite things to do on Revolve is when I click on an item and it says create a look, and you can literally, it builds an outfit for you. It's so easy. They have over 1,200 brands and 100,000 styles across high-end, emerging, and exclusive labels in fashion, beauty, and home goods, consistently offering the latest and most sought-after trends in fashion from top brands like Lovers and Friends, Norma Kamali, Helsa, Agoldi, Free People, Super Down, so many brands and so many new things constantly. And they have inclusive sizing options from extra, extra small to 4X. And they also ship everything in 2 days. So if you are a last minute procrastinator like I am, it is so easy to on a Wednesday be like, oh my gosh, what am I wearing this weekend? Place an order on Revolve and you have it before the weekend. Honestly, if you're ever wondering what I'm wearing, it is usually from Revolve. I have so many great loafers from Tony Bianco off of Revolve. I have great graphic t-shirts from Shop Redone on Revolve. I have loungewear from Eves or Lisette. Like everything on Revolve is just so good. And it's also so fun to just like, instead of scrolling on TikTok at night, scroll on Revolve. You know, you never know what you might find. So whether it's a weekend away or a big night out or just a little style refresh, your dream wardrobe is just one click away. Head to revolve.com/VIALL to shop My Edit and take 15% off your first order with code VIALL. Fast 2-day shipping, easy returns. It's literally the only place you need to shop from. That's revolve.com/VIALL to shop my favorites and get 15% off your first order with code VIALL. Offer ends October 29th, so happy shopping.
Well, we've talked about it so many times, but Nanit is something that Natalie and I have really relied on when it comes to helping raise our daughter, River. You know, peace of mind is something that you can't have enough of when it comes to being a parent. And if you're a parent, you know what I'm talking about. And when your child is sleeping, it's always great to be able to check on them, to make sure they're okay. The Nanit is the #1 most awarded smart baby monitor, trusted by parents and experts, over 35 Parents Expert Awards. What's so great about the Nanit is how you're connected to your baby sleeping. The monitor on there is great. All parents know this, especially those young babies. You're always this fear, just making sure they're breathing. You can zoom in, you can literally see their little bodies breathing. It's really peace of mind that can't be beat. As busy parents who are often on the go, when I have to travel and the few days that I'm away from River, I'm allowed to, check in on my baby wherever I am in the world and listen to her sleep. Sometimes I listen to her nap when I'm on my run. It's a great way to just stay connected to your baby and just like that peace of mind. And also just, it allows you to be productive when your baby's sleeping. You can get some chores done. Like sometimes when your baby is napping, that's the few moments of the day where you can get some other things done while knowing that you're just an alert away from knowing that your child is up and ready to go. show. Nanit parents get 36 more nights of sleep per year because of the peace of mind that the Nanit offers. It's got crystal clear video and two-way audio so you can see and hear your baby from anywhere, anytime. Provides parents with personalized insights and smart notifications to understand their baby's development and needs like never before. Like telling you exactly how long your baby slept and predicting when their nap time should be. With sounds, motions, cry, and cough detection, Nanit tells you precisely when and why you're needed. Nanit is the smartest baby monitor on the market, tracking everything from your baby's breathing motion to sleep quality, giving you key insights into their health and well-being. It's always like as parents, you forget about like when did they wake up, when did they take a nap? You can always back and check out the Nanit monitor to know that when you put them down and when they got up to make sure they're going to bed at the right time. Nanit is truly the one baby item we can't live without. Right now, Nanit is offering 25% off for our listeners. Get 25% off your first order with code BABY25. Go to nanit.com and use code BABY25 to save. That is NANIT.com with code BABY25.
Remodeling homes can be exciting, we should know, but it also means dealing with older systems and appliances, which can be expensive to fix when they break down. That's why you should turn to American Home Shield. They can help protect major systems and appliances, like your HVAC, plumbing, electrical, and refrigerator, no matter their age.
Enjoy peace of mind knowing your budget won't get drained by unexpected covered expenses. Visit ahs.com/Viall Files for 20% off any plan today and see promo details. That's ahs.com/Viall Files for 20% off. See ahs.com/contracts for coverage details, including service fees, limitations, and exclusions. I imagine the answer is no, because obviously just hearing you speak with such passion and connectedness to your dad, but was there ever pressure that you felt, in terms of carrying on this legacy or just kind of being ordained?
And did you ever
as,
want to be
like-
just like a banker?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
No,
you know what?
no,
I'm done with this.
no.
I'm going to be an astronaut. Yeah. I'm going to be an
I'm
accountant.
gonna be a dancer.
I do.
A
Well,
dancer.
now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Now.
maybe.
He's like,
Don't
on
put
his
it
feet.
past him.
Maybe it's a career change. If this whole animal thing doesn't work out,
I know where you'll be, yeah.
Ballroom,
Ballroom.
100%.
Robert, especially
Um,
the cha-cha.
Don't say that word. I can't even. That is a trigger word for me. Cha cha. Oh my gosh. No. Honestly, it was never a question. But the interesting thing was, my mum was really big in saying, if you want to take over the family business, if that's what you want to do, great. But as I was growing up, she would actively try and get me into different stuff. She'd be like, if I had an interest in something else, she'd be like, yep, go, do that.
She
do
wanted
that
you to choose
separate
it
thing.
almost, yeah.
She was
Yeah.
like, you choose.
That's cool.
So she was very encouraging of separate passions, but I would always end up just circling back to what we do, you know?
Mhm.
And I think it's because growing up, my mum and dad were like, we're going to take the kids with us everywhere. So when they were on some wild conservation mission, we would be there with them. And I grew up seeing I learned about rhinos by being on the plains in Africa and seeing them firsthand with an anti-poaching unit.
Yeah.
I learned about koalas by going to one of our conservation properties and watching a baby koala emerge from the pouch there in the wild in front of me in a eucalyptus tree. Like, I was so immersed in this world of conservation
Mhm.
that it filled me with a great sense of responsibility. Not pressure, but responsibility. Like, I was born into this world and I was born with a platform. I am so grateful that I get to reach people with this message. And I feel like I have to do that justice. I've been put on this planet for a reason. This is what gets me out of bed every day with a fire in my belly, is to make the world a better place and to try and show the next generation that it's up to us to make that difference. It really is. And it doesn't matter who you are. I mean, everything I do was started by this young bloke in Australia in a town called Biawar, population nobody, in the middle of nowhere. And he just loved animals. And that was my dad. And he created this empire, this legacy with my mum.
Mhm.
So you've got to just follow your passion. You got to give it 100%. And that's always been my passion. But it's the same as you. Like, we talk about this.
Mhm.
When you're born into something that gives you that sense of passion and you can form a career out of it, that is life's greatest gift,
Yeah.
100%.
for sure.
For sure.
What has been the most unbelievable thing you've witnessed being around animals?
Oh my gosh. So many things. So much heartbreak, so much beauty. The natural world at this point in time, as it goes through its most uncertain point and it's going through such turmoil, there is such just horror and beauty happening at the same time.
Mhm.
Here's 2 examples. These are just 2 examples that come straight to my head
Mhm.
of how hard this job is and how beautiful it is. So a couple of years ago, Australia went through a bushfire crisis,
Yeah.
which you would have heard about.
Yeah.
You know, millions upon millions of acres of land
Mhm.
destroyed, billions of animals lost. It was devastating. I and our team went down to a place called Kangaroo Island down in the south of Australia. And it was one of the places hardest hit by these wildfires, absolutely decimated. And we went down there to help out to rehabilitate injured koalas, the burn victim koalas that were rescued. I went out with the army. It was like ground zero. It was like an apocalyptic scene. I remember we were going out to try and find any sort of greenery that we could pick for these koalas to keep them fed. They were at a local animal hospital and they were trying to be rehabilitated. I went out with the army and I remember going out trying to find any sort of leaf, anything we could find, and it was just ash as far as the eye could see. And I remember getting out of the car and looking on the ground and seeing, it's just so sad and it's horrible to even think about, but just seeing a field of just singed koalas, just
Oh
koalas
my gosh, that's horrible.
littering the ground next to the road that were trying to flee the fire.
Oh my gosh,
And there they all are.
that's horrible.
The icon of Australia, one of the most
Wow.
iconic animals ever. And it was just
Horrible.
devastating. And I remember I was crying, and these like super tough army guys and girls were there. They're all crying, and we were all just devastated. And there was this one tree sitting there that was still green, and there's a koala sitting there at the top of the tree, unscathed, totally fine.
Wow.
And you just look at that and you go, there's always hope.
Yeah.
There's always hope. We ended up getting hundreds of koalas rehabilitated, put back out in the wild, revegetated, and that island's doing really well now.
That's so
Wow.
great.
You know,
Wow.
another example of that, I'm out on the Great Barrier Reef looking for sea turtles, right? Endangered sea turtles. And I'm out in the deep water and I'm sitting there just bobbing around, can't see the bottom. And this just gives you the idea of how small we all are,
Mhm.
right? I'm looking and I can't quite see. It's kind of murky. And all of a sudden this shape just starts like emerging from the deep. This deep blue, dark shape, like a submarine just starts coming up and your heart rate goes up. And this like weird primal instinct just pops in your head and you're like,
I gotta run.
what do I do? I gotta run. What's going on?
Yeah.
And I look and it's a humpback whale, massive humpback
Yeah,
whale.
You told me this.
Comes right up, and I'm telling you, she comes up eye to eye with me. Where Witney and I are right
my
here,
gosh,
1
that's
foot,
crazy.
reach out a hand and you touch her. There she is. And she just comes right up, turns over and shows me her beautiful little calf, her little baby that's right
Oh
underneath
my
her.
gosh.
The baby comes up and we spend like half an hour just circling each other, watching each other, her eye looking dead in your eye, just watching, allowing me to have this connection, to have this moment, and then she disappears again. And I just felt so small.
cool.
That is the natural world. We are part of something so much bigger than ourselves.
Mhm.
And in so many ways, unfortunately, we are part of its destruction, but we will be its solution as well.
Do you like try to figure out why, like why would she have done that? Why, like, is there a part of you that's like,
And this is the thing. There is no instinctual, primal reason. There is no reason for her to do that.
yeah,
There's no
Mm.
reason but curiosity.
Mm.
And no reason for her to allow me to
see.
be with her
Mhm.
baby.
Exactly.
They are
yeah,
incredibly like defensive
yeah,
creatures.
yeah.
And for her to say, hey, here's my little baby. I'm going to let you, she kind of like ushered her over. Here she is. Kind of here's a little introduction. And I'm
Oh,
going to let you spend this
interesting.
time.
Wow.
And then she went, all right, we're done now. And I'm off. There was
That's
no
crazy.
reason. She had no gain out of that.
Wow.
There's so much more to animals than meets the
That's
eye.
amazing.
She's like, look what I did.
Look what I
Look
did.
what I did.
Yeah. And
yeah,
it's
we want to show off our
Yeah, we
babies
do.
and what we did.
not to get too like hooty doody with it all, but there's a real energy in that.
Oh,
Like
I
they're
bet. Oh
really-
my
A
god.
your
yeah.
energy.
Yeah. and their soul.
They have a soul, and if you put out that energy, if you're gentle, if you're respectful, if you have this sense of
Mhm.
I'm in your space, I'm grateful to be here,
Mhm.
thank you.
hmm
I'm telling you, animals pick up on
I
that.
was
Yeah.
about to say that says so much about you for her to be able to
It
come
was
up
a
and
real
trust
privilege.
you.
It was a
you
real
know?
privilege. But
That's
anyway,
great.
Have y'all made plans to get Witney in the in the safari or in the ocean
She's
or
coming to
something?
Australia.
Yep, I am. I'm coming to Australia. I'm so excited.
You are?
He's naming an
100%.
animal after me, so
Yeah.
I must
What
go.
animal?
I am. Watch this space. I'm thinking about a wallaby. I'm thinking about Whitney the wallaby.
And they're so
Wouldn't that be
cute.
great?
They're
That
really
would be
cute.
I,
They're
I
like
used
a
to always
baby
play this
kangaroo.
game, like in my young professional life when I'd do like training and it's always boring, or in like school, I'd always be like,
What animal would I
if
be?
you're an animal, who are you? Or
Yeah.
like, what's your favorite animal?
What would you be?
I don't know.
What's your?
I used to
what's your
always say
thing?
monkey because I'm like slightly obnoxious and a little quirky, you know.
Love it.
But what is your favorite animal?
Crocodiles.
Okay, crocodile.
I absolutely love them.
Okay.
Like,
They are cool.
What animal would he be?
what would I be?
You would definitely be a koala. I mean, I don't know much
giving
about
koala,
them.
yeah.
I mean, they're native to Australia,
Yes,
right?
yes.
They're cute and cuddly. And you want
Everyone
to
loves them.
Squeeze their
Yeah,
cheeks.
yeah.
I mean, yeah.
You've been a professional in Dance with the Stars for a long time, and
Mhm.
like Rob, who, fascinating persona, fascinating career.
Mhm.
Last season you had Danny,
Mm-hmm.
professional football player, Super Bowl, winner.
Mm-hmm.
Like, have you picked up on all your various partners with all these like crazy backgrounds?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure must have picked up on these, professions that they've all had, and not to ask if you've had a favorite, but like, what are some of the most interesting things you've learned? Just from your various partners.
Well, I learned how to do the Carlton, which is pretty cool. And I was able to dance it with him.
I can do the Carl.
You can?
I did it in front of
You're like,
him,
I
and he
feel like
said it
I
was
need
pretty
to
good.
see this
Pretty good,
now.
he
I need
said.
to
Pretty
see
good. You
this.
did it
Pretty
in front
good.
of him?
Yeah,
Bold.
Oh, wow. And what did he say?
he said it was really good. I'll show you.
Really good
I'll
or
show you.
pretty
Okay.
good?
Okay.
I
have
haven't
to
done
see
it in years,
Okay,
but
well, you're gonna have to show me after
Okay.
this, and that'll be the deciding factor. Yeah, no, Danny he actually took me through some like football runs, and I actually beat him. So there's
I
that.
feel like I saw that.
I
Yeah.
beat him, but no, it's been really, really fun to have Robert as a partner. Just how passionate he is about animals, and he actually showed me an alligator, and I got in
Yep.
with an alligator, and I touched its little
Did
chubby
well. You
legs,
did
and
very well.
it was very cute. And what did we have on set with us? That snake. Was it?
We had a Burmese python on set as
and
well.
I had it all over me, and I
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
I
It was
love
impressive.
animals.
That was our first day.
I'm terrified
actually
of
love
snakes.
That was our
snakes.
first day, and Whitney's like, "Nah, that's no worries at all." And
I'm
like,
actually
"Wow, okay."
surprised. I'm actually
Yeah.
surprised that I did that.
Before we let you guys go, this episode is going to drop next Wednesday, so it'll be the day after your next dance.
Right.
So I'd love, going into this week, people have already watched the dance. Can you I know it's dedication week. What's the dance you're going to be doing? How are you feeling about it? Like, what's maybe the biggest challenge in terms of the dance itself and the choreography that you're thinking about? So when we all watch it back, we'll have thought, he nailed
Yeah.
it. He
Mhm.
conquered that move. Like, what are
Yeah.
we excited about? And do you know the music you're going to be dancing to?
Well, I'll let Whitney describe the actual choreography and what is difficult about the dance, But from my perspective, the hardest thing I think has been tapping into like a real sense of I've really just for the first time, like I'm a very positive person, but I'm kind of just trying to put my heart on the sleeve with this one and try and allow myself to kind of just be vulnerable and let that emotion just fly.
Yeah.
And it's been really hard. It's been really a draining week
Mhm.
because you're creating something that is literally just pouring your heart and soul. I've been thinking a lot about, obviously, my mum. It's dedicated to my mum. You'll Be in My Heart, Phil Collins. But it's also about how my mum has kept our family together and how she's sort of pulled me out of the dark so many times throughout my grief journey with my dad
Mhm.
while she's enduring her own journey
Yeah.
with that. And to capture that feeling in a song is such a cathartic experience.
Mhm.
It's so much deeper than just a dance.
Mhm.
I really hope that it means something to people.
Mhm.
Anyone who has lost someone, feels lost in their own life, there's always people around you that believe in you, that want to see you do well, and you need to keep moving forward.
Mhm.
To capture that in one dance is a big thing, and
Mhm.
Whitney, you've done that incredibly well.
Thank you. Well, it's Robert's story is so special, and it's something that we want to take care of, and I want to challenge him at the same time. So we're trying to really push ourselves and challenge ourselves, but I think at the core it's what's his story and what is this about and how can we connect to the audience and make them feel something. That's like the most important thing.
What is the type of dance that you're
It's
doing?
contemporary.
Contemporary.
Yeah.
And do you have a favorite?
I love contemporary.
And
yeah,
will your
I-
shirt be off? No, probably not. It's,
Not for this one.
I'm gonna-
Not for
Hey,
this
I will
one.
save
Not for
that.
this one. Not for this
Not
one.
for
No,
mom.
no,
Later,
Not for mom.
definitely, it will be coming on
Next,
No.
the week after. The week after.
No
But
more
we've-
shirts coming out.
Like I feel like come on.
Missed
Come
opportunity.
on.
Hey, let's get the
Just
votes,
one more
Whitney.
time.
Let's get
One
the
more
votes.
It's like I feel like the trust that we've built has just been amazing, and I feel like it's all kind of like come to fruition. It's like reached this height this week.
Yeah.
Like
for sure.
we've really I feel like I've been really leaning on Whitney so much, not just from a dance perspective, which I have every week, but also like emotionally.
Mhm.
There's been a lot of tears, and you've had a lot
Yeah.
of that kind of just put on you.
No, I love it.
But yeah, I'm really grateful for
We
you.
make a
Seriously,
great team.
Aw.
I'm really
We
grateful.
make a great
Thank
team.
you.
Y'all do make a good team.
Well, I know you guys have to get going. Really appreciate you taking the time, Whitney. Always a pleasure
you.
to
Yes,
have you
good to
on.
see you guys. Thank
Rob,
you.
this has been a lot of fun getting to know you.
Been
Thanks
awesome,
for
man.
just
Thank
being
you
so
both.
vulnerable and
Thank
having
you.
fun with
Yeah.
us. And
you.
congratulations on crushing it so far. Good
Thank
luck the
you.
rest of the way.
Thank you.
If you don't make the finals, I'll be very disappointed.
I know.
We're
Same.
gonna do our best.
How
We're gonna
can
give it everything.
people- I know,
Yeah.
obviously, but how can, just for a reminder, like, what's the text? How can people vote?
Text Robert to 21523.
Okay.
Or you can vote online.
You can vote online.
You can vote 10
Up to
times.
10 times.
Yes.
Okay.
Look
I
at
mean,
that.
You probably
We
know
will-
it better than I. 'Cause
We'll be there Tuesday night. So
Yeah, we'll be there on-
we'll
yeah.
send
Really?
some text in.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good.
We'll see you
Thank
there.
you guys.
Thanks
so
I know.
much.
Do you have a
It's-
favorite couple?
Well, you're my favorite dancer. So
Oh,
anyone
great.
that you are coupled
Wow.
with, I love.
I agree.
Oh, I
She's
love
my
that.
favorite.
And she's not
That's
just
great.
saying that. She,
I don't know.
she loves your
I
dancing.
all the time.
Aw.
Nick's like, shut up. I'm talking about Whitney.
Interestingly enough, I know
Thank
a handful. Like Dylan's a good friend.
Yeah. Oh, good.
It's
Yeah,
been
the
fun getting to
Mormon-
know
the
you,
Mormon
and
wives
it's always
are
fun to
good
root for
friends,
you.
yeah.
Obviously, the Mormon wives
Yeah.
with Whitney and Jen.
Whitney's great. Yeah.
Mhm.
Um,
Jen, too.
It's a really good cast.
It is a good
Phenomenal.
cast. Yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
So it's been fun to root for everyone, and it's just fun to see the dances, and it always brings me back to when I was on it. I feel like
Yeah.
they've really modernized the show in a fun way.
They did.
Yeah.
They've made a lot of changes.
I'm kind of envious of that. So
Yeah, no, it's been
cool.
really fun. They've done a great job, and like keeping like the younger generation involved
Yeah.
too. Like
Totally.
social media has
Mhm.
been
They've realized that,
Huge.
like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
there's this thing called social media. We should
Yep,
capitalize it.
exactly.
Yeah.
Hence TikTok night
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
revitalized
they're really trying
like,
to
the whole thing.
yeah,
It's
modernize
amazing.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
Well, we'll see
All
you on
right.
Tuesday.
We'll see you
Thank you,
Tuesday.
guys.
Thanks
Such
for
a great
coming.
chat. I really
Appreciate
appreciate
it.
it.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
You're crazy.
Hey guys, if you loved what you listened to, make sure you hit that subscribe button below. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.